What is up, guys? Big homie Fit Tech coming back through with a little twist of some old to new tech right here. What you have in front of you are literally three devices that changed the game, and for me personally, are three of my all-time favorite. Not my completely favorites, but three of my all-time favorites when it comes to Android and Google implementing a smartphone, getting into the smartphone world after Apple released the game-changing iPhone. I even have the original box for this bad boy. I have no idea who that person's number is, but um, purchased this, man, some years back, and I did a video not too long ago on it. This is the original OG that started it all, the G1, man. Box is in really good condition. Just look at the specs on this bad boy, man. Internet phone, IM/text, email, 3 megapixel camera, and music, guys. So, yeah, man. This bad boy had a removable battery. Um, it changed the game, man. It really, truly did. At least for me, the unboxing experience was very nice, even way back then with this thing, man. I can show you really quickly. You can see all the advertisement. You know, was really Google/HTC were really into pushing. You know, look at that old Google search. Look at that, man. Come on. Look at the old CNN website. Got your maps, old school maps. Come on, man. Come on. This gives me chills, man. Oh, man, look at that. And don't forget about that keyboard. Don't you forget about that keyboard. You guys, who remembers my faves? See, I'm showing my age, man. Look at the old icons. Man, look at the old camera icon for stock Android. Crazy. The music icon. Insane. The trackball. Come on, man. You guys remember the trackball? And before they were on screen buttons, they had the physical joints. You know what I mean? So this was definitely a game changer, man. Before I got this phone, I had like a Samsung Blackjack or something like that. Look at that. Your internet one touch away. You know what I mean? Very nice unboxing experience. We don't have, and I think this was cost, yeah. Even gave you a case way back then, man. Nice little pouch for your G1 to protect it. And the folks, that I got this from, they actually happen to still have it. And remember, I don't know if you guys remember, believe it or not, the G1 did not have a headphone jack. So look at that. But everybody always trip out, about not having a headphone jack. So the original Android phone, original Google phone had no headphone jack. It had this proprietary, strange, this was strange too, port, which is like I don't know, almost like a USB, mini USB display port almost. And you had to use the headphones that came, with the device. So, pardon me, guys. See my I'm actually recording this with my S20 Plus, and the focus got a little crazy right there. But anyway, let me get this box out of the way. So, the video isn't primarily about the G1. It's kind of, for me, my experience with stock Android devices in general. Now, I have not always been blessed enough to be able to afford having multiple devices around, because it gets expensive. But just recently, I've been able to, and I actually, as my primary is the device I'm recording with, the S20 Plus. Thinking about getting that Ultra, but these devices, I mean, just stock Android, I love to have around. I have, for years and years, I went back and forth with Pixels. Finally, this Pixel 5, man, is just a game changer for me. And I got the big boy, the Shamu Nexus 6 in there, just to kind of show like the transition. And so this isn't really a retro tech video, but just the growth, right? Just the transition of Android as a whole as it pertains to stock Android. So let's go ahead and see if I can get this fired up. I hope it's bad. I charged it up last night. Let's see if we can get the G1 fired up, guys. Am I pressing the right button? Yeah, I think. Oh no. You know what? Here's the power button right here. Come on, baby. There we go. All right, let's let that G1. Just look at that screen, guys. Let's look at the screen on that thing. Get a little closer. Sorry about the shaky cam, guys. I want to get you guys up and close so you can see. Look at the screen on that thing. I don't know. What side? Wait, let me look at some specs. Give me a sec, guys. Let me pull up some specs. The old Android boot. So originally, the G1 is the Htc Dream. It was made by HTC. And it actually released, let's see when that thing came out. That launched in, first released in September of 2008. So man, I tell you, that is a good while ago, right? Look at that, got the boot screen, old school right here. Hit the home button, no SIM. Let's see. Press the menu button to unlock the screen. All right, there we go. Look at that, man. Wow. What version of Android is on this thing? Let me see. Oh my God, this is crazy, guys. Hold on. Let's see what version of Android we're rocking on here. Get the settings, the OG settings button. About phone. We are rocking 1.6 on this thing, man. Android 1.6. Crazy. Alright. So, yeah, again, real quick. Just to talk briefly, super briefly, about some of the dimensions. Now, remember, this thing was the latest and greatest. It was rocking, it is rocking Qualcomm's 528 megahertz processor, and it has 256 megabytes of internal memory, right? You can actually, it has a micro SD card slot, and it supports up to 16 gigs of micro SD memory. Battery is 1150 milliamps, and the display is a nice, rocking that 320 by 480 display. The size is 3.2 inches, and yeah, so latest and greatest, of course, we have here, and I'm tripping because it's still functioning, man. Gives me chills, man. And let's not forget, you got that keyboard, man. And you got that, look at that. Got that trackball. Come on, man. And you can select things with that trackball. Come on, man. Go back home, slide that thing down, bam, right? So real quick, right? And now, next up, we're gonna talk about this beast. This beast was so far ahead of its time. So far ahead of its time. The big boy, Nexus 6, right? Absolute monster, man. Absolute monster. Just think, way back then, this thing was rocking 1440 by 2560 display resolution. And you know, it came out when it released. It released with Android 5.0, right? No SD card support. Let's fire it up. Well, maybe not. But you get the gist, right? I mean, also this bad boy had wireless charging. So let me see if I can show you. Now I may not be able to get it to fire up, but I can at least show you here the wireless charging support that was there many years ago. So see the wireless charger, drop that bad boy on, bam, look at that. Front firing speakers, aluminum body, right? I mean, this phone was an absolute beast. Now keep in mind, this charger is not super powerful. It's just a little flat charger that I had, but you see that the functionality is there. So just to get a little juice, I'm gonna go ahead and, as you can see, I was not fully prepared. But anyway, so yeah, let's talk real briefly a bit more about the specs on this bad boy. It's one of my favorite phones, man. 3220 milliamp battery, huge battery, right? And it was actually a partnership with Motorola, as you can see. Also, it was rocking, or it is rocking, I should say, the Qualcomm Snapdragon 805, quad-core 2.7 gigahertz Crate 450 Adreno 420 GPU, right? 32 gigs of internal. The options were, this one's 64 gig, but the options were 32 gig with 3 gigs of RAM and 64 gigs with 3 gigs of RAM. All right, 13 megapixel camera, got the dual LED ring flash, HDR support, and keep in mind, man, this phone released, let me see, when this phone released in 2014, man, November 2014. It's still up there with some of these budget devices that are out still till this day. So, next is up, we're going to talk about my new favorite from the stock world, that Pixel. Shout out to Google. I actually got a update yesterday for my Pixel. Now, I'm not a complete spec head, so I'm actually pulling up these devices on GSM Arena. Shout out to GSM Arena. No affiliation, but they're very, very good at putting up the details on different devices. So anyway, Pixel 5. This beautiful little beast actually jumped off last October 2020, October 15th. It released, rocking a huge 4080 milliamp battery, 4080 milliamp battery, 8 gigs of RAM, 16 megapixel camera, and it actually, screen size, pretty much as you can see, one of my favorite features of it is that it's just about all screen. And the screen resolution, it does have the 90 hertz display, but the screen resolution is actually 1080 by 2340. It's pretty crispy, not quite UHD or quad HD, but it's still pretty nice. Not gonna get your 4K YouTube videos on there, but trust me, they still look absolutely amazing. And the camera's sick on here, man. Camera is absolutely sick. What up? Yeah, so, and I love the light. I'm rocking the Spigen Tough Armor case on here. I usually always get these cases, but the phone is just such a delight because it's not super bulky. Like, look at the beastly and I'm a pretty big guy. I can barely touch my fingers on the 12 Pro Max, right? But with that Pixel 5, I hold the whole device in my hand, right? So yeah, guys, just really quickly, I just kind of wanted to talk to you guys, man. From my perspective, devices that intrigue me and have been my favorite, and they keep me going, man. When it comes to this tech thing, man, I really love tech. I'm excited still, to see what's new to come, and yeah, you know, God willing, I'll always be able to, you know, uh, stay involved with tech. Maybe not have the latest when it first releases, but hopefully, I'll do what I got to do to stay in the loop and bring you guys some nice tech experience. This is really just my stock Android experience from over the past, man, I don't know, long time, man. Anyway, it's your boy Big Homie Fit Tech. Let me know if you'd like to see more retro tech-ish videos like this. And basically, this is a transition from retro to the latest when it comes to stock Android and the Google slash Nexus Pixel type experience. Catch you guys in the next one. I appreciate you. Peace, love, and blessings.